Let's be real, Prince William is done playing nice. The gloves are off, and behind those heavy palace walls, a storm is brewing that's ready to swallow Prince Harry whole. The olive branches, gone. The subtle nods to peace, dead. What William is planning now isn't about reconciliation, it's about erasing Harry from the royal picture completely. And the kicker? This feud didn't start with Netflix deals, the memoir spare, or even those bombshell interviews. No, this goes all the way back to Meghan Markle's first steps into the royal spotlight. Remember the fairy tale wedding in 2018? The one that was hyped as a modern shakeup of the monarchy, an American actress marrying into Britain's most powerful family? The whole world clapped, cheered, and cried. But while the cameras captured the glamour, insiders noticed one tiny, shocking moment that changed everything. Harry and Meghan walked right past Queen Elizabeth without stopping. No curtsy, no pause, nothing. In the royal world, that wasn't a simple oversight, it was practically blasphemy. Curtsying isn't just tradition, it's the heartbeat of royal protocol. It says, I respect the crown, I accept the weight of this family, but Meghan skipped it, and the palace knew it wasn't a nervous mistake. Why? Because nothing in a royal wedding is left to chance. Every gesture, every glance, every step is rehearsed like a movie scene. That curtsy was scripted, and Meghan just cut it out. Some tried to explain it away as nerves, but William saw it as something far darker. To him, it screamed, I'll play by my own rules. From that day, William's trust cracked, not just in Meghan, but in Harry too. He thought, if Harry can stand by and watch his wife disrespect the Queen, what else will he let slide? That tiny snub snowballed into everything we've seen since: the explosive interviews, the California escape, the multi-million-dollar media circus. William wasn't surprised. For him, that first missing curtsy told the whole story. Harry and Meghan were never really in. Fast forward to now, there's no more what if, reconciliation, dead before it even starts. Rumor has it Harry's been trying to cozy back up to King Charles, quietly seeking some kind of way back in. But William? He's shutting every door, bolting every lock. Whispers say a private royal gathering is looming. No media, no outsiders, just King Charles, Queen Camilla, William, and Catherine. And the agenda? Not family chit-chat, not Christmas plans. They'll be deciding the monarchy's future. And William? He's said to be standing firm. Cut Harry out, strip the titles, lock that door forever. Because here's the brutal truth. Harry isn't just Harry anymore. He's a package deal with Meghan, the kids, and the Hollywood-style empire they've built. For William, that's not just inconvenient, it's dangerous. Meghan, in his eyes, is the woman who walked into the monarchy, shredded the rule book, and turned her royal experience into a money-making weapon. And William? He sees her as a direct threat to everything the crown stands for. Let's rewind again to Meghan's wedding gown. Royal brides usually give the Queen the courtesy of reviewing the dress beforehand. It's not just tradition, it's trust. But Meghan? She skipped it. Queen Elizabeth, the most powerful woman in Britain, never saw the dress until Meghan walked down the aisle. That single decision sent shockwaves through the palace. It wasn't vanity, it was a statement. I'm not bending to anyone. Add that to the Oprah confessions, the Netflix series, the Spotify flop, and Harry's memoir Spare, and William's picture is crystal clear. This isn't about mistakes, it's a lifestyle, a pattern. Drama over duty, spotlight over silence. Meghan writes the script, Harry plays the role, and the monarchy pays the price. Now word is, William's planning something massive. Not just a slap on the wrist, not even just removing Harry and Meghan's titles, but possibly stripping their children's titles too. Ruthless? To the outside world, yes, but inside palace walls, they're calling it survival. And while William pushes for a clean break, Catherine, as always, is the quiet peacemaker. She loves William, she supports him. But insiders whisper that her heart is heavy. Catherine reportedly fears that if Harry is cut off completely, titles gone, bridges burned, it could scar the family forever. That one day, William might look back and regret the finality of it. But William doesn't want maybe. He wants clarity. In his vision of a streamlined modern monarchy, there's no space for half-healed wounds, no blurred lines, just certainty. And that certainty means one thing: Harry out. Here's where things get even messier, because while William sharpens his vision for the crown's future, Harry is quietly panicking. Insiders claim he's desperate to re-establish a personal connection with King Charles, hoping that if he can't get back officially, maybe he can at least salvage some sense of family ties. But William? He's not budging. He believes Harry's every move now is calculated, whether it's guilt, nostalgia, or just plain strategy. Each phone call, each meeting request, each carefully timed trip to the UK, William sees it all as a chess game, and he refuses to be Harry's pawn. And let's not forget, trust is already shattered. Every royal insider remembers how private conversations somehow turned into TV sound bites, Netflix storylines, or worse, headlines splashed across the world. The palace has learned the hard way. A single glance, a quiet meeting, a phone call taken in good faith can become tomorrow's tell-all revelation. So when Harry returns to London, like his upcoming trip for the Well-Child Awards on September 8th, the tension skyrockets. Insiders whisper he's desperate to secure a sit-down with King Charles, but palace schedules are mysteriously packed to the brim. Balmoral looms, where senior royals will huddle in secrecy, deciding Harry's fate, and his name nowhere near the guest list. That's no coincidence, it's a message. We don't have time for you. And it cuts deeper. Behind palace curtains, they're not just worried about what Harry says in private, they're terrified of what he'll say afterward in public. He's become, in their eyes, a ticking time bomb. You don't know when he'll explode, but you know it's coming. That's why the stakes at Balmoral are so high. William doesn't want ambiguity. He wants certainty. And that certainty means one thing: slam the door. Meanwhile, Catherine, ever the bridge builder, fears what that slam might mean for the future. She's watched William grow harder, colder, more determined as the years pass. She understands why. Duty, tradition, the weight of the crown. But her heart whispers that once that door is closed, there may be no reopening it. Not for the brothers, not for the cousins, not for any chance of healing. Because here's the truth. Meghan may never return to the UK in any meaningful way. But Harry? Deep down, Catherine suspects he may one day regret it all. The exile, the choices, the battles. And William? Catherine worries he may one day regret never leaving even the tiniest crack in that royal door. Insiders say Harry himself already feels the sting of exile more than ever before. The reality is sinking in. His children don't know their cousins. They're absent from royal traditions. They're strangers to the rhythm of the family he once called his own. For Harry, that realization is reportedly crushing. He wanted freedom, but at what cost? His children may grow up completely detached from a legacy he once embraced. And as much as King Charles aches for family unity, he knows his reign isn't forever. The monarchy's future isn't in his hands, it's in William's. Which is why, no matter how heavy his heart may be, Charles is said to be leaning toward William's judgment. If the heir to the throne insists Harry must be sidelined for the crown to survive, then Charles may have no choice but to follow through. This isn't just brother against brother anymore. This is survival of the monarchy itself. William has made it clear. Accepting Harry means accepting Meghan and all the chaos, drama, and unpredictability she brings. That's not just family baggage, it's institutional risk. And for William, the crown can't afford that gamble. So what comes next? Balmoral is the stage. The decision may not be publicized right away, but when those four, Charles, Camilla, William, and Catherine, sit down, the conversation won't be about forgiveness. It'll be about strategy, about risk, about stripping away uncertainty, and that, gossip lovers, could mean the end of Prince Harry's royal chapter, once and for all. Picture this, Balmoral, that picture-perfect retreat in the Scottish Highlands. To the world, it's a cozy royal escape. Rolling hills, family barbecues, tartan blankets by the fire. But insiders whisper the truth. This year, Balmoral isn't about relaxation, it's about survival. Behind those thick stone walls, the royals are preparing for the kind of showdown that could permanently redraw the family tree. And at the center of it all, Harry. William is reportedly pushing harder than ever, demanding what many consider the nuclear option. Forget olive branches. Forget halfway forgiveness. He wants Harry and Meghan completely cut off. Titles gone, privileges gone, future access locked. And if William gets his way, even Archie and Lilibet may find themselves stripped of any royal recognition. It sounds brutal, doesn't it? But for William, it's not about cruelty, it's about clarity. In his eyes, you can't have a monarchy built on uncertainty. You can't preach tradition while keeping wild cards lingering in the background. And Harry, with Meghan by his side, is the ultimate wild card. Because let's be honest, this isn't just about Meghan's skipped curtsy or her decision to keep her wedding gown a secret from the Queen. This is about years of chaos that followed. The Oprah interview where the couple laid bare palace secrets, the Netflix series that turned royal drama into global entertainment, the Spotify deal that fizzled into embarrassment, and Harry's tell-all memoir Spare, which sliced open wounds that may never heal. For William, each of these moments wasn't just a mistake. It was proof of a pattern. Proof that Harry and Meghan will always choose the spotlight over silence, the paycheck over duty, the drama over family. And that, he believes, makes them too dangerous to keep tied to the crown. But here's where the emotions get raw. Catherine, the woman who's built her life on keeping calm, smiling politely, and quietly smoothing over cracks, reportedly hates the idea of closing the door forever. She sees the long game too. She knows what the monarchy needs, but deep down, she aches at the thought of William cutting off his only brother without leaving even the tiniest pathway back. She fears regret, not tomorrow, not next year, but decades down the road when the brothers are older, grayer, and maybe wishing they had chosen differently. Insiders say Catherine has even voiced her worries behind closed doors. She knows William's determination, but she also knows the cost of such finality. And while she stands beside him in public, her heart is quietly heavy. Meanwhile, Harry is caught in the middle of his own storm. He may smile for cameras, show up for charity events, and speak passionately about causes close to his heart. But behind the scenes, sources say he's weighed down by regret. He wanted freedom, but now that freedom feels like exile. His children growing up oceans away are strangers to the traditions and cousins he once cherished. That realization, they say, is cutting deeper than he ever expected. And yet, William isn't moved. Not by Harry's nostalgia, not by his quiet outreach to Charles, not by the what-ifs Catherine carries in her heart. William is focused on the big picture, the monarchy's survival. In his eyes, the family can't afford even one more leak, one more betrayal, one more tell-all moment turned into $1 million deal. King Charles? He's torn. Always the diplomat, always the father who wants peace, Charles reportedly struggles to balance love for his son with loyalty to the crown. But at the end of the day, Charles knows one thing. The monarchy's future doesn't lie with him, it lies with William. And if William insists that cutting ties is the only way forward, Charles may reluctantly give in, even if it breaks his heart. So, as Balmoral approaches, one thing is clear: the stakes have never been higher. The question isn't whether the royals will smile for the cameras, it's whether behind those castle doors they'll quietly shut Harry out for good.